Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Jacksonville. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 7. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Watch the run. Watch the run. You're soft, baby. That's bad.
Hey, orbit.
57's the Mike. 57.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Steps away to his left. And incomplete to open things up.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Now Lawrence. Screen play. Here's Etienne. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Six, bullet high. Hey, foxtrot.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Safe.
Go, faster.
Lawrence will throw. And they'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Again, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Watch twist.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Go.
Showing A. 57.
Lawrence.
57 for Mike. Here we go.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
5.
Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own and 7. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Here's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Single. Hey, watch 28. Bound to lose one.
Now Burrow on first down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
In your face.
Kill.
61, match box, light. Hey, do.
Watch the shit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Hey, exit.
You got tight right there. Mike, 55. Right there.
From the 36, Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, 36 yards. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
I got you.
Here we go. 180.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A gain of 14. And the Bengals first down.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ball at the 9 on second and 8.
Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Burrow will throw. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Me and you. It's just me and you.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the mind minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Now Lawrence on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Watch it. Safety's creeping. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short.
Here we go.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Burrow on play action. And incomplete on the deep ball. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Burrow. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Let's get set. Ready?
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Devin Asiasi, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. It took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this 3rd quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Army. 57. Mike, 57.
6-6, bullet high.
Check. Check. Check.
What, sweep.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Check. X3, 2X5.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, go.
2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, check by the hut.
Mixon running wide side. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On one, right?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Chase, complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Dancing to his left.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
He's not going to get me. Hey, check my 33.
Throwing. Burrow.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here's Burrow.
Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Throwing now, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here's Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.